Hi everyone, I'm the rum.
And I'm the wine.
Yes, so on this channel, we're two people, of course. She's from Austria, I'm from Barbados. We met, fell in love, and moved to Ireland. So our channel is all about for people who are moving to Ireland, thinking about it, or people who have moved here, I know, are trying to be good little expats and fit in with the flow of life.
So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure to subscribe. We also have some cool day trips to Dublin if you're just here for a week as a tourist. And we also now have a Facebook group where you can lime with us. Lime is like the Caribbean word for hanging out in a chill way.
Chill.
Yes, so you can chill with Wine and Rum in our Facebook group, and if you have any more questions, you can ask us there as well, or in the YouTube comments.
Okay, cool. So let's begin with the video for today.
Hi, I'm Julia, the wine.
Hi, I'm Samora, the rum.
We met in London, fell in love, and moved to Ireland.
We share tips on being an expat, travel, cultural experiences, and living life efficiently. So in one of our last videos that was comparing the cost of living in Vienna versus Dublin, someone asked this question of why we're living in Dublin, versus one of the most arguably livable cities in the world.
Yeah, I get that question a lot as well every time I tell people where I'm from, and they're like, why are you here? Why are you not in Vienna? It's like, stop hating on Dublin. There's many reasons why we're here, and we're going to tell you a few of those today.
Yes, starting with number one.
The jobs and the economy and stuff like that. So that's something where Dublin, I'm sorry Austria, but Dublin definitely wins. You have a lot of international companies here, a lot of startups, a lot of innovative companies doing cool stuff, especially in the tech sector. So if you're a techie working in marketing, and like especially digital marketing, it's kind of the dream place for jobs at the moment.
Yeah, especially if you want the bragging rights of if you want to work on a Facebook or Google, etc. This is the place to do that. So that's one of the reasons we love Dublin. We're able to get cool jobs and...
Not a Google or Facebook, just to put that out there.
Yeah, we like smaller startups, no shade there, but we get to do cool, fun, innovative stuff. So that's a cool thing. Another thing we fell in love with Dublin, especially early on, were the people, of course. Irish folk are kind. I mean, like, everywhere. It's like usually you dread going into a government office or everything. Everyone's kind except this one bus driver, but that's a different story. It's like whether in your restaurants or the pharmacy, everyone's just like kind and cool, and it makes it like a good feeling when you're going to run an errand. You don't feel like, oh gosh, I have to go do this again. It's like, no. Pleasant people, you can have a laugh with, chill and,
Yeah, you joke with them, or you often have a small talk with, like, you go pick up your parcel from the An Post delivery center, and you just talk to the person, like, talk about their weekend plans, and like, you just leave with a good feeling that you just had a nice social interaction. It's like, yay, you're excited for the weekend, other people are too. You just feel in a much better mood than if you have someone going like, can you please give me a delivery slip? Okay. Thanks, sign here, bye. It's like, it just makes it more nicer.
The level of German, my level of German isn't that much, so I don't know exactly what's going on in Vienna, but there's a quite different vibe going on there. I say no more.
So another thing we love about Dublin is that there's just so much to explore. As you probably already saw in our other videos about like random lighthouses that you can walk to through a wall in the sea, or islands in front of the city, and all these different things that you can do and go and see and explore. And what I especially love about Dublin is that even if you're just in one district or one neighborhood, each street has its own vibe. Like, you can go for a walk and you get entirely different vibes from each little pocket of the neighborhood, because everything is just has its individual architecture style. And it just feels different. It makes you feel like you're going on a sightseeing tour or a holiday by just taking a walk around the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because, there's just some streets or parts of the district that you never really went. Did I say district? Yes, I did. Oops. This is the Vienna stuff. Yeah. So Hey, it is district. Never mind.
District and yeah.
Sorry, I get it confused. Forget about that. Anyways, point is, you can see a lot of different things. You go down a different street, different part of the neighborhood you haven't seen before. It's like, boom, there's a cafe. There's something interesting going on. There's always something happening. As one of our favorite comments that we've seen recently, when we asked, you know, what do you love about Dublin, someone's like, oh, you can have a party and go anytime. And I'm like, that's legit. You can go anywhere in Dublin and have a great time.
So another thing we love about Dublin is the summer. I know that sounds a bit controversial because this year we didn't exactly have one, but part of summer is that you have a lot of daylight. Like during the heights of summer, like in around July, sometimes it's like the sun only starts setting like closer to 11 p.m. and that just gives you so much time and more energy to do stuff during the summer. So on the weekends we'd go for walks and do a lot of stuff and stay outside for so much longer than we would in Austria, because the sun is there and you feel like doing stuff and like being active.
Yeah, no comment. It's sun. I love sun. It's like automatic. Yeah, sure, it's sun. I'm signed on, so I don't have much more to add.
This is the difference between someone from the Caribbean and someone who's grown up with very long winters where you feel like you don't see the sun, because that's a bit the downside of Dublin, that in winter if you work long hours you only see the sun on weekends, so you get double excited in summer.
Speaking of the Caribbean, you know, one thing that Dublin is great for is that it's by the seaside. So you get to see the sea. I know, it's not like a drive to the sea. It's a walk. I just walk that way and boom, 30 minutes later, seaside. Even faster I take a bus. And yes, it may not be white, sandy, Caribbean level beaches, but it's cool, it's beautiful. There's seagulls, it's calm. And like in our other video by this, going by the South Seawall, it was, oh my gosh, on a summer day, gorgeous. So yes, being close to the seaside, be able to get away from the brick and mortar part of the city and just going out there, it's almost like a trip to a new place. Right, Scaries too. There's so many places that you can just go along that coast and walks it. Yeah, so being close to the sea, you can have that little escape for nature. Wow, beautiful.
And speaking of walking, that's another plus in our books. Dublin is just so walkable. If you live relatively close to the city centre and you work in the city centre and like stuff you get up to, like restaurants, cafes, bars, walks like the walking to the lighthouse, things like that, you can literally just walk there. You don't have to rely on the buses, and that is so nice, especially for Austrians who love walking quite a bit with our hikes and everything.
So as Julia has been telling me from her friends and colleagues, within the past 10 years, Dublin has greatly improved. In fact, I was really surprised when I was there looking at a map of like older Dublin, even just a decade ago. So many of the buildings near where I work, no, it just didn't exist. So we're kind of there in kind of this rejuvenation of the city as well. Unfortunately, it comes with a housing crisis, but we're on the positive stuff today.
So what we find really interesting about Dublin is that it's a city that has been changing a lot in the past 10 years. Like, it's very different from if you talk to people what it used to be like, and this change is still ongoing. So we are very curious to see where it's going to take Dublin.
Unfortunately, that means that it's the end of the video. Only one thing left to do.
Make sure to subscribe and hit the little notification bell to make sure you hear more about our beautiful things you can do in Dublin.
Yes, thank you for watching, and bis später.
Bye!
Yeah, so it's kind of like, I'm thinking the way it's going, the country and city will continue to improve. So, it'll get up to livable standards, I'm hoping. Sorry, that doesn't sound right.
That's very harsh.
Yeah, sorry.
What we're trying to say is like, Dublin is a city that's changing a lot, which is something positive.
Let's do that over. I was trying to do the livable city from thinking.
Trying to get it to livable standards.
Livable standard. Oh my gosh, that is awful. No, there was no way to recover from that. None. God.